Hello there, I'm happy to have you accompany me for the third episode of this incredible series on the history of the world of Azeroth. In today's episode, we will explore the Void Lords, Old Gods, and the initial chapters of Sargeras' story. If you missed the previous episodes, you can listen them in the playlist mentioned in the video description. And now, let's delve into today's tale. Since the dawn of the cosmos, malevolent entities from the void sought to distort reality into a realm of perpetual darkness. These beings were known as the Void Lords, closely observing the Pantheon's journey from world to world with envy and desire for their power. Envious of their power, the Void Lords sought to corrupt one of the world-shaping titans into an instrument of their will. To achieve this nefarious goal, the Void Lords struggled to manifest in the physical universe. In their attempts, their energies seeped into reality, distorting some unsuspecting denizens of creation. The noble and virtuous titans remained impervious to this insidious corruption. Undeterred, the Void Lords targeted the titan before it awoke, as that's when the titan is most vulnerable. Unaware of which worlds housed slumbering titan spirits, they pooled their power and sent dark creatures hurtling throughout the physical universe, hoping some would encounter a nascent titan. These dark creations, unleashed upon the Great Dark, contaminated mortal worlds and everything in their path during the blind search for a potential host. In time, these malevolent beings came to be known as the Old Gods. Despite being aware of the existence of void energies in the universe, the Pantheon remained oblivious to the Void Lords and the threat of the Old Gods. Their focus was consumed by a more immediate danger, which was demons. These ferocious creatures, born from the twisting nether, were driven by unbridled hatred and malice, thirsting for nothing less than the annihilation of all life in the universe. Just like in the Great Dark beyond, life had also sprung forth in the twisting nether. These beings were known as demons, born from the fusion of light and void energies at the nether's edges. Embracing their untamed passions, demons wielded their powers recklessly, paying little heed to the consequences. Some even mastered the all-consuming force of fell magic. With time, these bloodthirsty demons broke into the physical universe, terrorizing mortal civilizations and causing havoc on countless worlds. Demons took on diverse forms. Some, like the two-headed void hounds, roamed the vast nether wastelands as ravenous beasts. Others, like abyssals and infernals, were mindless amalgamations of matter and fell energy, creations of more intelligent and powerful demons. Among the higher-ranking demons were the Nathrazim, also known as Dreadlords. Crafty and manipulative, they excelled in the art of shadow magic. Infiltrating mortal societies, the Nathrazim sowed discord and turned nations against each other. Their corruption gave birth to new and terrifying demon breeds. To permanently destroy demons, one had to vanquish them within the nether or in regions infused with the nether's volatile energies. Unaware of this fact, Sargeras realized that his current strategies were ineffective. Mere destruction was insufficient, he needed a way to contain them. Alarmed by the increasing demonic activity, the Pantheon dispatched another titan to aid their champion. His name was Aggramar, and though inexperienced in battle, he quickly learned and earned Sargeras' respect, becoming the Titan warrior's trusted lieutenant. Together, they formed an unwavering defense against the unrelenting demonic onslaught for countless ages. While Aggramar proved formidable in combat, Sargeras delved into understanding the twisting nether's properties to find a means of containment. Though not fully comprehending its scope, he learned enough to manipulate and shape its energies. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Sargeras created a prison within the Nether, named Mardum, the Plane of Banishment. This impregnable pocket dimension would trap demons, preventing their revival after defeat, leaving them to suffer eternally. However, the increasing number of captive demons and their destructive fell energies weakened the barrier between the Nether and the physical universe. The prison manifested in the far reaches of the Great Dark as a blazing, verdant star. Thanks to the valorous efforts of Sargeras and Aggramar, tranquility gradually returned to the cosmos. Though demonic threats persisted, they became less frequent. The Titans' worlds prospered, and life flourished in all its diversity. As the Pantheon continued its search for slumbering world souls, Sargeras and Aggramar focused on hunting errant demons. Both champions agreed that working separately could better protect more worlds, only calling upon each other in times of dire need, and thus they parted ways. During this epic, Sargeras stumbled upon a chilling revelation of the Void Lord's sinister designs. Drawn to a remote corner of the Great Dark, he encountered a desolate world radiating cold void energies. The massive beings festering across its surface were the old gods, deeply embedded within the world and shrouded in void energies. To Sargeras' dismay, he sensed a world soul dreaming within the world's core. But unlike the joyful dreams of other world souls, these were dark and nightmarish, entwined in the tendrils of the old god's corruption. Sargeras confronted a group of Nathrezim who had discovered the Black World and sought to harness its dark power. Through ruthless interrogation, he learned of the Void Lord's intentions. Should they succeed in corrupting a nascent Titan, it would awaken as an unspeakably dark creature capable of consuming all existence. This realization filled Sargeras, the undefeated champion of the Titans, with fear for the first time. Realizing that the Void Lords were also seeking world souls, Sargeras felt an overwhelming rage and despair. He took drastic action, destroying the nascent Titan along with the old gods and their energies. Returning to the Pantheon, Sargeras shared his discoveries, but his rash actions provoked disagreements among the Titans. The others could not fully comprehend the depths of the Void's malice and power. Sargeras feared that the corruption of one world soul might extend to others, and he began to believe that existence itself was flawed. In his desperation, he proposed a dark plan to burn away all creation to thwart the Void Lord's ultimate goal. This idea horrified the rest of the Pantheon, as they swore to protect life whenever possible. Eonar the Lifebinder, and even Aggramar urged Sargeras to abandon this extreme plan and seek alternative solutions. Overwhelmed with despair and a sense of betrayal, Sargeras departed from the other Titans, realizing they would never understand his reasoning. If they wouldn't aid him in expelling the Void Lord's corruption, he would take matters into his own hands. This marked the last time the Titans of the Pantheon saw him as one of their own. Thank you for listening to this episode until now. I genuinely appreciate your time and interest. Your feedback in the form of comments, likes, dislikes, and shares is invaluable as it helps me create better and more exciting content for every member of this channel. As we continue our journey through the wonders of Azeroth together, I hope you'll join me for the next episode. To stay up to date and not miss out, consider subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell. Until then, take care, and may your adventures be filled with excitement and curiosity.